Good day everyone, and welcome to another Fernbus video for the PS5. Now in this video what I want to show you is how to get up and running in the game, because when you first start the game, I'm already max level on this game now. I can pretty much drive anywhere that I want. But when you first starting out on this game, it restricts you to a certain radius around the hometown that you pick. So you pick where you want your hometown or headquarters to be, and then it puts like a little white circle around your home base and restricts you to that radius. That eventually unlocks as you do routes and you level up. The max level on the game is level 4, and when you get to level 4 you can do night driving, you can do express check-in, and your radius unlocks, so you've got full access to the entire map. But I had some difficulty starting the game when I first fired it up, because as you can see there, bottom left, the word next is greyed out, and there's no way of starting a game because you can't select next. So what I did was, again going to Fernbus here, is you have to go to the, make sure new is highlighted in orange, click on that, interact with the map, and then if you're just starting off, you'll have to pick your headquarters, which I'm going to do for the sake of this video. So Luxembourg is my headquarters, so I'm going to fix that. I'm going to select this, and then you have to select where you want to go to. Now you'll be, if say for example Luxembourg is your headquarters, you'll have like a circle around there like this. And this circle, this radius, is going to be your restricted area that you're allowed to drive in to begin with. But again, like I say, as you progress through the game, level up, it all unlocks. As you can see on mine now, I can pretty much drive anywhere, but there is still, I still do have, if I zoom in here, I still have got cities that I haven't visited, so they are locked. So whilst they are locked, you can't pick them as your starting stop. You can only pick them as your destination. You can't pick them as your starting stop. You can only pick starting stops for routes or cities that you've unlocked. So for example, if I zoom back out and go back over to Luxembourg, you'll see, because that's my headquarters, that's unlocked. But I also know for a fact that I have drove to here, and as you can see there, that is unlocked. So I can go there, and the same for Paris. 2 stops in Paris, both unlocked because I've visited Paris. But anything with a lock on, like that one or that one, I've not been there yet. So for the sake of this video, I've picked Luxembourg as my starting entry, and then I'm going to pick that one as my finishing point. So now you can see that it set an orange line, or my route. It's effectively planned out my route to go to there, and if you want to, you can add an additional stop, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have 2 stops on this, so I'm going to pick this one as well. So now I've got a 3-stopper, starting at my home base in Luxembourg, going to Koblenz, and finishing off in Rudesheim. I probably butchered that, but apologies if I have. But yeah, once you've got that saved in, you press circle to go back, save, and then as you can see, the word next is no longer greyed out, and I can select it. So with it selected as orange, I can go. And I'm going to pick realistic handling, because I always do. For the sake of speeding up this video, I'm going to pick the default bus, which is this one I've got here, which is the one that I've been running with for most of the game, and I'm literally going to just start game. From here you can pick all kinds of different buses. They're from around about 5 different man, but there's 5 man variations of coach. The Neoplan, there's one of, and then the BB bus, which is the shuttle bus, there's one of those as well. So if I quickly show you the buses, the Man R60, Intercity R60, the Intercity R61, the Intercity R62, the Coach 2nd Gen, and the Coach C 2nd Gen. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do for the sake of this. I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to have the Intercity R61, just because it's a little bit on the smaller side and not as bulky. I'm going to have this one, and I'm going to get up and running and show you as much of the route as I can. So you'll start off at your headquarters. From the headquarters, you'll drive to your first stop after getting the bus all prepped. So here I am at my headquarters in Luxembourg. So let's get on board. Let's get in the driver's seats. Let's shut that door. And then let's get my destination board. Select each square button, go across to the destination board. That turns that on to show where I'm going. You can also turn on the Wi-Fi. And the aircon is done by pressing the X button and going all the way across to almost the end. Turn the aircon on, select the temperature, job done. Then I've just got to turn on the engine. Take off the parking brake. Put the lights on dim, and I want to reverse initially, so let's go to the external camera. I'll select drive. And then let's go back inside the bus. As soon as I get out of my base here, on the map on the bottom right, you'll see the route will pop up with an orange line to show me where I'm going. So I am going left. So let's go to the external camera just so that I can see. And then let's go for it. So I'm getting off here. So it says I've got to arrive at the pickup point at 10 o'clock. Current time is 9:47. Am I turning off here? Yes, I am. Took me a while to twig then whether I needed to turn off. Just make sure the Wi-Fi is on. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm going straight on here. Almost in the wrong lane. I might need to move over in a minute. Yeah, let's move over now. Now the yellow line that you can see on the GPS, that's the route that I've yet to take. So that shows that I'll be coming back on myself once I've done the pickup. So once I've pulled in, picked everyone up, I'll be coming right back on myself to get back to that last roundabout that I was at. To get off at the first junction that I initially missed. To adhere to the traffic rules for now. I've got no choice anyway, unless I start driving like a loon. I'm returning in here in a minute. So parking brake on, neutral, open both the doors, get the luggage compartments open, and then let's start checking them in. Let's start over here.
Mahlzeit, mein Ticket.
Log into the app. I want to go across to see his name. Is he on the list? And first one there, and he is not on the list. Start at the front actually.
Hello, mein Ticket.
Make bank. Yeah, he's on the list, so accept him.
Hello? Hier, mein Ticket.
She's not on the list.
Mahlzeit, bitte sehr.
She is on the list.
Danke.
Servus. Fahren Sie in meine Richtung?
She is on the
Auf
list.
geht's.
You can do express check-in.
Mahlzeit.
I have
Here's my
unlocked
ticket.
that ability. He is on the list.
Grüezi. Bitte sehr. Vielen Dank.
He's on the list.
Servus. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig. Cool.
Yeah, on the list.
Hallo, bin ich hier richtig? Vielen Dank.
On the list. There aren't many left.
Moin. Das Ticket. Bitteschön. Auf
Yeah,
geht's.
she's on the list.
Grüezi. Hier mein Ticket. Vielen Dank.
And who's left? Oh, this guy.
Salut.
Oh,
Das
sorry,
Ticket,
woman.
bitteschön. Cool. Hallo. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig.
I've only just noticed there's 2 pages. Oops.
Aber
So 3 of them weren't on the list. So with all of them checked on, let's close the luggage compartment. Get back in the driver's seat, close the doors. Start the engine. Get the announcement going.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges Reiseziel ansteuern. Bevor wir richtig in Fahrt kommen, hier ein paar Hinweise. Auch bei uns
Parking
im Bus
brake.
gilt die gesetzliche Anschnallpflicht. Bitte schnallt euch deshalb während der gesamten Fahrt an. In den Sitztaschen vor euch findet ihr unsere Bordkarte mit weiteren Sicherheitshinweisen und Infos zu unserem Snack- und Getränkeangebot. Eine Toilette befindet sich im hinteren Einstiegsbereich. Wer kostenlos surfen will, wählt sich einfach in unser WLAN-Netz ein. Unser Reisetipp fürs Internet? Schaut doch mal auf unserer Facebook-Page vorbei. Unser Team freut sich riesig über eure Likes und Nachrichten. Sollte euer Akku zur Neige gehen, kein Problem. Viele unserer Sitze sind mit Steckdosen ausgestattet und
Just wait for that announcement to finish.
wollt, holt euch einfach unsere App und profitiert von exklusiven
So you'll see as well, let me just pause, you'll see that on my PDA there, that I'm due to go at 2 minutes past 10. I arrive at my first location at 12:49 to then depart at 12:51, but then at 2 p.m. I need to take a break, which is what the blue P is there. That's a 15-minute break, which you do by accessing this PDA by pressing the options button for pause the game. And then my final arrival should be 14:41.
angeboten. Auf flixbus.de stehen täglich brandaktuell alle Infos und Städteverbindungen für euch bereit. Natürlich
What I'll do
wollen wir unseren Service
I'll
ständig
set
weiter
off
verbessern. Für
while he's
Feedback zu
talking,
eurer
just to
Fahrt
save time.
nutzt bitte den Fragebogen, den wir euch per E-Mail zuschicken. Wir danken für eure Aufmerksamkeit und wünschen eine entspannte Fahrt und viel Spaß an Bord bei Flixbus. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. We're glad to have you on board and that we can get you to your favorite destination today. Before we set off, we would like to share some
Let's go.
information
Oh,
about
what
the
you
journey.
doing, you clown?
The wearing of seatbelts is compulsory on board the bus. Therefore, please keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire journey. In the seat pocket in front of you, you will find our information card containing further safety instructions and details of our snacks and beverages. There's a restroom located in the rear boarding area. If you would like to browse the internet free of charge, simply log on to our onboard Wi-Fi network. If your battery runs out, no problem. Many of our seats are equipped with power outlets, which are marked accordingly. If you would like to book your next journey while you're on the road, simply download our app onto your smartphone so you can take advantage of our many exclusive online discounts. For more information, simply visit flixbus.com or get in touch with us on Facebook. Of course, we're always striving to improve our service. Please use the questionnaire we send you by email to give us feedback about your journey. You can also use it to share your suggestions, ideas, and requests. We are always ready to assist. And now, we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
I might, depending on the speed I'm travelling, get way ahead of schedule. As long as you or I don't incur too many penalties from speeding, because the passengers will have a little bit of a moan if you have accidents or speed. If you get there ahead of time, the passengers do kind of throw out a bit of a passive compliment and compare you to other travel services that aren't quite as efficient and as reliable. I am playing on a DualSense as well. Playing on a DualSense controller. It's perfectly fine on a controller, I find. I've made no adjustments to the settings. The time in the game does seem to advance a lot quicker when you're actually on the road than when you stood still, because say for example when I was back at the station checking the passengers in, once you've checked the passengers in, if I was to depart at the time that it says, I would actually have to hang around and sit on the bus and wait for the clock to tick over, and the clock when you stood still seems to be in real time. But when you're out on the road, to kind of, I would imagine, simulate the kind of distances you're covering in terms of the scaled down version of Europe here, I think it's accelerating time a little bit. Speeding, best slow down. So because I'm doing this as a two-stopper as well, there will be people that get off this coach at the first stop, and then there'll be new people to book on when I get to my first destination that want to go to the second destination. There are designated parking spots as well where you should in theory take a rest, but I think you can pretty much take a rest anywhere. So if you say, for example, are approaching a fuel station and there's a little bit of open land next to it, or at the side of it, you can park up there, get off the bus and take a break. You don't have to be, and it'll still register that you've done it, you don't have to be at a designated spot. Because if I access the map here, for example, and zoom, when I'm going to zoom in, your parking spots, typically I can't see any, are normally indicated by a blue P on the map. There you go. But if I was approaching, for example, this gas station, I go past there, and at the side of the gas station here, there's like a little parking area. I can park up there and I can take a break there. It's weird how it actually wants me to have a break on this trip anyway, because once I get to the first stop, there isn't that much of a distance to the next stop. Oh, that car just took off. Now, the game is not without its quirks. The game does need a bit of TLC, because the lighting can be a bit erratic as well. As you can see, the lighting changing in front of me as I'm driving down the road sometimes. Really? And then they start moving. Great. This game has been out for a number of years on the PC, or been available on the PC for a number of years. And whilst we could sit here and debate and argue that this, because of some of the quirks and the bugs and the glitches that are present in the game, it's a bit of a lousy or not so good a port. But the PC version, for all the years that's been out, is not exactly flawless and perfect. I've seen the PC version in action, and I've seen that have weird and bizarre glitches as well.
Hey, das war ein Blitzer!
Oh. So that's what that icon was on the map. I did see that, and I wasn't sure what it was. So I've got course, so I'll lose points at the end of the run for that. When you get to the end of the run and you get your summary screen, once you log out of your PDA to complete the job, you'll get a breakdown of things you did right and things you did wrong, and you'll lose points for various infractions and little crashes that you may have had, or speeding, dissatisfied customers and so on. Oh, I need to move over it. I'm getting off. I'm assuming I can go there. They're on red for go straight across, but I'm assuming for turning right I could go. The only small issue I have with this game on the console at the moment is the inability to see what your fuel level is. On the PC version, I've seen it that you can zoom in on the dashboard and look at individual aspects on the dashboard and therefore see what your fuel level is, but there's, from what I can tell, there's no way of doing it on the console, and running out of fuel is something that can happen if you're doing the longer distance stuff. Ooh, I'm going to lose points for that, although nobody moaned. Nobody said anything about breaking a nail or spilling the drink, which is what they sometimes do. I got away with that. I have also, this week, in the spring sale on PlayStation 5, picked up Tourist Bus Simulator, which is made by the same studio. And I like what Tourist Bus has to offer, because Tourist Bus, unlike this game, has a full... it has a career mode, whereas you are...
Geht's auch etwas langsamer?
Speed again. Oh, the moan that time. Where you feel like you're practically running a company. So you hire and fire staff, you buy buses to add to your fleet, you assign drivers to the buses, you assign them jobs. Some jobs can be repeated jobs, so they're a repeated daily job, like a tour. And it does a better job of making you feel like you're running a company, where this game doesn't do that. This game doesn't have any durability on the vehicles either. Where on Tourist Bus again has durability on the vehicle, so you have to get them repaired, you have to get them washed. There's fair traffic jam here, I hope that doesn't see you when I'm coming back out. That looks like a glitch to me, I hope that's gone when I come because that yellow line says I've got to come back this way. Yeah, so tourist bus, even though it's confined to one holiday island set in the Canaries, and this has got more of an open scoped replica of Europe, so you can go from city to city. Tourist bus does do a better job of making you feel like you've got some progression and you're running a company, and you've got to stick to the jobs that you get given, because you can get contracts as well and you can lose contracts. So I can certainly recommend anybody who's interested in this also giving, oh, I don't need to indicate, tourist bus a go as well, while that's in the spring sale. Oh, needs to be switching lanes. So this is my first stop. So again, you'll see a bunch of people that want checking in on this, so stop. And I've unlocked this city now, as you've just seen on the left hand side, because I've not been here before. So parking brake on, get both the doors open, and then let's get the new people checked on. So let's do oh, why is it not working? Oh, he's got off, that's why.
Salut. Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen.
Is she on the list? Yes, she is.
Sehr freundlich.
Mahlzeit. Hier, mein Ticket.
Yeah, he's on the list. Not sure how that express check-in works.
Moin. Fahren Sie in meine Richtung?
Uh,
Ciao.
yeah, he's on the list.
Hallo. Sie wollen bestimmt mein Ticket sehen. Cool.
Grüezi, bitte sehr. Danke.
Guten Tag. Fahren Sie in meine Richtung? Ciao.
On the list.
Hallo. Hier mein Ticket. Danke sehr.
And then the last one, I think.
Tag. Ich hoffe, ich bin hier richtig. Sehr freundlich.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, so closed luggage compartments. Close both the doors. Parking brake off, and let's set off. Now remember, it does want me to take a break, but I'm not sure the distance from this stop to the next stop warrants it. But we'll play it by ear. If I pass a gas station on the way, we'll take a break. If I don't, we'll just keep going. I know what I didn't do. I didn't check. Oh no, you check the people. Sorry, no. I was going to say I didn't check the passengers, but you only have to do that if you take a break. When you take a break and you get back on the coach after, you have to check. We'll make sure all the people are there in case they've gone off for a toilet break as well. You have to make sure they've all come back when you haven't lost any. I've never had an instance yet where I have got people missing, so I'm not even sure if that's a thing in the game. Right, we're going to turn in here. Because I'm going to take a break here. Oh, you stay there, you. So parking brake on. Open both the doors actually, and then you get off, and then you simply press the pause button, go up to take a break, press up to go to take a break, and then I have to check the passengers. So just go to the passenger, make sure I'm away from the door, because if you're too close to the door or the driver's seat, it will interact with that rather than the passengers. See, it's interacting with the door there. What are you beefing up? So I'm missing one. Might be this guy. There you go. 16 checked. So let's get back in the seat. Make sure the door's shut. Get the engine. Get the engine back on. Put it in reverse. Parking brake off. And then let's go. Let's get back on course. I think I've got lousy parking here. I think I might be blocking cars behind me. So I'm going to arrive way ahead of schedule, but again I've done that for speed so that I can get this video under an hour, with the PlayStation restricting me to record in an hour. See the lighting in front of me, how it keeps adjusting. That needs fixing. The frame rate needs fixing because you get quite a lot of frame rate drops when it gets busy, or if you played for a long time, and the lighting needs fixing. But other than that, I thoroughly enjoy this game. It's a proper, relaxing, chilled game to play. No, not too taxing, apart from the initial issue of getting up and running. Which I had a little bit of issue with, but other than that, for the right price, you know, it's a nice little experience. And it's good that us console players are getting stuff like this. Because there used to be a time when we didn't get games like this on console. You know, your truck driving games, your bus driving games, your flight sims and stuff. We didn't get it. And we're starting to get it now. We still haven't, you know, granted we still haven't got a very decent truck driving game on console, but, you know, these are not too bad. We got this, we got Tourist Bus, we got Bus Simulator 21, which is getting a free next-gen update on the 16th of May, which I'm going to be having a look at as well when that drops. A map expansion as well coming with that. Free map expansion coming. So I'll be definitely looking at that on this channel when that drops on the 16th of May. Without a shadow of a doubt. See what the next gen version is like. Are we going to get an increase in fidelity, frame rates? It'll be interesting to see that one. Because that's another game with a lot of potential in terms of the immersion of driving a bus and running a company and having a fleet. I didn't think the next stop was that far. I could have had a break somewhere down here. Instead of rushing and forcing that break in. Some really nice varied scenery on this though as well, and you do get your landmarks when you go to some of the more famous cities with famous landmarks. You do get those landmarks. I think they've missed a trick though with having some form of interaction with the said landmarks, because there isn't really any interaction. On the map there's a camera icon to indicate, see I could have had a break here, to indicate there is a landmark there, but when you drive there there's nothing to do with like interact with or to press a button to start a cutscene or anything, which is a bit bizarre. They missed the trick with that. If you've enjoyed this video though and you found this video informative, then please drop a like on the video, subscribe to my channel to see more content similar to this. I do have a variety of content on this channel. Also hit the notification bell to get notified when I post new content up, and if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you've got any tips as well again, drop them in the comments below. For example, if you know how to, anybody knows how to access the fuel gauge on console, by all means, please let me know. And is this my final stop? Yes, it is. Here we go. Here's my final stop.
Wenn ich nur vorher gewusst hätte, wie schnell und günstig Fernbusse sein
There you
können.
go. Another route done, so let's get the parking brake on, neutral, turn the engine off, and let's get the doors open so everybody can get off. So everybody will get off, as you can see there. And then if I sit back in the bus, I think I've missed a step though there, because it's asking me to check people, so I think I missed a step when I was checking other people on. So if I then press the pause button, oh no, I can't complete the job, I don't think. I think I've messed that up a little bit, but never mind. So yeah, that's going to conclude it for this video. Normally here, when you've got off and you press the pause button, you can access a summary screen and complete the job, but I've messed something up somewhere on a step. But that's going to conclude this video on showing you how to get started on Fernbus, how to plot a route, and how to do a route that involves more than one stop. So take care of yourselves, guys. Like I say, drop a like on it if you've enjoyed it, subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified when I go live again with new content, and I'll see you on the next one.